Hey, good morning, everybody. I'm making a big change today. Switching to a blue pen. Uh, we're going to do a little bit of a review here. I'm going to get you going on a few problems, and then I want you to try the rest on your own. It's not going to be a quiz, but just kind of a review to make sure that we're practicing all our different skills, okay? All right, so first part is simplest form. So when you think simplest form, remember, you got to divide. And whatever you divide the top number by, same number on the bottom, okay? So there's a couple tricks to remember. If they're even, you can always divide them by 2, right? Or sometimes if you're not sure what to divide by, try the numerator. Sometimes that works. Sometimes you can divide the top number, the numerator, divide by 3, divide by 3. That might work, okay? Remember, if there's a 0 on the top and the bottom, you can get rid of them, right? As long as it's even. So if you get rid of 2 here, you got to get rid of 2 there. If there's 1 there, you can only take away 1 there, okay? One thing that we've been trying to do is find the difference. How far apart are the numerator and the denominator? Well, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Hey, maybe you could divide both of these by 5, right? So it doesn't always work, but just some tricks to try, okay? Try the numerator, try the difference between the numbers, look at the zeros. If they're both even, you can divide by 2. The more you practice, the easier it gets, okay? All right, so, hey, I see 2 and 6. They're both even. Or it's kind of like I'm dividing by the numerator. Divide by 2, divide by 2. I get down to 1/3. And that's kind of the simplest way to think of this fraction right there. 2 6, you can lower it to 1/3. They're still equal, but it's just one big piece instead of 2. Okay, oh man, 72 and 81. Well, I don't think I can divide them both by 72, but maybe I could try the difference. How far apart is 72 from 81? Say 3, say 4, say 5, say 6, say 9, 8, 1. 9. I think they're 9 apart. So if I divide by 9 and divide by 9, maybe that'll get you simplest form, okay? Maybe I could try the same thing here. What's 8 minus 6? Oh, 2. They're both even, so that should work, right? So try those out. Give me simplest form for all these. Let's do some adding and subtracting down here. I think it's just all adding. You can't add, though, unless you have what? You got to have 1 on both sides. Common denominators. That one should be pretty easy, right? Okay. But some of them you might have to change. It's always easier to turn the smaller number into the bigger number if you can. So let's do this one together here. Let's see how many times 5 goes into 20. 5, 10, 15, 20. Well, if I times by 4 here, I'd get 20. But if I do that there, I got to do it on top. Times 4, times 4. So instead of 1 out of 5, it's the same as 4 out of 20. So I can get rid of that. All right, so 9 plus 4 is 13. The denominator stays the same, okay? So some, you already have the same denominator. Others, you might have to change them up, okay? All right, last one is a word problem. Let me read this to you. For the SGE Christmas party, 4 pizzas were ordered. People ate 3/10 of the Papa John's pizza, 1/5 of the Brothers pizza, 10/30 of Jim and Nina's pizza, and 6/15 of the Genova's pizza. Which restaurant's pizza was the most popular? So which one did they eat the most of, right? Well, I think there's a lot of different ways you could do this. You could probably just make 4 columns and draw 4 pictures, right? That's one idea. I don't think it's very, very efficient, though, because wouldn't you have to draw 30 little slices and 15 little slices? They might not all be equal, right? So I think a better idea might be, what if we did common denominators, right? What if we turn them all into the same number on the bottom? What would you go with, 5, 10, 15, or 30? I'd go with 30. It's usually easier to go from a smaller number times it and make it a bigger number, right? So you could use common denominators. I think there's another way. I think we've been practicing with decimals, right? What if you turn this into a decimal and this into a decimal? Then it's a little bit easier to compare that way. 0.2 versus 0.5, 0.6 versus 0.1. Just kind of look at that first number and see which one's bigger, right? All right, so I'm going to let you use either way here. Common denominators or decimals, but I want you to solve this problem and find out which pizza they ate the most of, okay? Show me your work, show me all 4 of your calculations, and then just give me your choice, okay? All right, give it a try on your own, and we're going to keep practicing next week. Have a great weekend, guys.